Greetings, YouTube. I'm about to break a rule in this video. And I get if some people don't like that I am breaking this rule. Uh, Occasionally, I'll do videos over, say, bots. And I'll talk about how sometimes it looks like people are using bots. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. People are curious. This could be in Battlegrounds, especially, as several of you have told me, Prof. And I haven't done a specific video on this in a few weeks, but Prof, I've matched up. Here are the screenshots. This person took down my rank 4 6-star in 6 seconds. I don't care how good the fighter is. There's no way that Hercules took down my Modoc in 6 seconds. And then, of course, there are people who say, actually, that is exactly how it works. You just are, doing a hit piece on them. And I don't want to feel like I'm doing a quote-unquote hit piece on anybody. But this video is going to break that rule because it's so egregious that it goes against everything Kabam has said they're trying to do. So I don't know if y'all have ever tried to type something in global chat, but I occasionally, a couple times a month, will go into global chat and just say hello to people, and it's kind of fun because, you see people who hate you and they say, if this is the real Prof Hoff, go F yourself. And then you have people who maybe don't hate you, but they just don't think you're real. So they just say, this isn't the real Prof Hoff. This is an imposter. And you're like, no, I really am the real Prof Hoff. So I do take that as a compliment when somebody thinks you are well known enough in the community to where you clearly can't be the person you're claiming to be. But Kabam in general has put so many alleged safeguards in place to stop hate speech and profanity, because a lot of people are kids in the game, or at least young adults, maybe 10 to 14, 10 to 15, and they're just trying to make sure it's a family-friendly game. And I want to say, just as I try to have a family-friendly channel for the most part, though, late at night, it's sort of like primetime TV to me. If it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and we're having a live stream with Mom Bear, there's certain things I'll say that I won't say at noon because hopefully the kids have gone to bed. Although on YouTube, the funny thing is the video exists forever unless it's taken down or pulled down. And so in theory, I guess kids could access it, whatever. It makes it kind of a dangerous, slippery slope when it comes to trying to have appropriate content. But anyhow, I was sent this message by a couple different people, and I went back and forth. And I'm sure this alliance is not going to appreciate that I'm highlighting this, but I think there are exceptions to every rule. And the fact that Kabam says that they are monitoring hate speech and that there are multiple ways to control it, and yet an alliance can go by this name, just shows that there's still a lot of work to be done. And quite frankly, Kabam should be a bit embarrassed and maybe even ashamed that their system still allows alliances to be named what we're about to talk about. So I'm going to darken the screen real quick, and I am going to show something that I am not happy to show. And I won't show it long, but there is an alliance, Nas1, that's literally titled, I Hate Women. And they're in Stone 1. And they're able to have that name with no repercussions, at least right now. Maybe they thought it was funny. Maybe they really do hate women. But given that Kabam's goal is to be as inclusive as possible, even controversially, like with the Hulkling banner that triggered seemingly so many people of 2 male champions holding hands. Oh no. I just think they need to realize that their standards for catching things have a huge blind spot. And this is a really important thing to talk about, because there are plenty of people out there who like to do terrible things in the game, because human beings are innately, there's a reason why negative videos on YouTube, and I hate that my channel can reinforce that. If I give an offer an F because it's a terrible offer, and then I give the next offer an A+, the A+ will get 500 views, and the F might get 6,000 views. And I think, why can't they get both at least? But that's just not how human beings work. The reason why people do this is because there's something inside of them, as sinful nature as it is, that they almost get a dopamine rush from it. And so the idea that there's going to be a world in which this kind of speech is just never in humanity, I'm sorry, it's always going to be there. Hopefully it's going to be minimized, but it's still going to have some presence, especially with the internet and the reality of the new era that we're in, and really the era we've been in for the last 30 years. So I just have to say this, Kabam, hopefully this video makes it to you. Hopefully you know that people are still doing things that go against what your company claims to not want to encourage, and you'll just do a good enough job of making sure. Yeah, I'm not saying free speech should be devalued, but when something's literally going against what the platform's standards say that it represents, and there's still a way that's like a loophole to work around, that's an issue. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.